up DIY with another video here. Today we'll be installing and reviewing the SOLLA security LED light with motion sensor. So we're going to be replacing this light with the motion sensor light so that way we can light up the backyard. I've tried solar lights back here and they just don't get enough sun. So I want something that would be hardwired. So it takes 120 volts and we're just going to take this outside light that we never use really, and we're going to make it motion centered. As you can see, I did try the solar light, but again, it doesn't get enough sun. So that's why we're going to install this LED motion sensor security light right here. Alright, so inside LED security light fixture, we have directions to install the light. And we have the light itself. It's a pretty good size, has a nice backing to it. Okay. Inside the box, we also have some mounting hardware right here, including wire nuts, so that's pretty good. And finally, we have some type of mounting foam, so that way it probably weather seals it. So, and that's what is inside the box. So installation is pretty straightforward. After taking off the old light, you got a ground wire, which hook up to this green yellow wire. You got the live wire, which is the black wire, goes to black wire, and the white wire goes to white wire. I mean, you can't go any much simpler than that. It has the gasket here, which I don't know if I'm going to use or not. The old light didn't have it, so I also have a cover to go over the siding though. That'll help me. They do recommend that you silicone the top, but honestly, like, I'm probably not going to do that, only again because I have this cap right here. But when you put the light on, and we'll show you that in a couple minutes, this part's going to cover that, and I think there's just a screw that's going to screw on the other side here to lock it in there. But we'll look at that in a second. Alright, so we got it all wired up and installed. One little note here, this little screw in the middle, whoop, there you go, that little screw in the middle, I had to replace the screw on the mounting crossbar there to make it longer. So I took one of the original screws that would not fit into this, and I made it longer so I could get that screw in there, because with this backing plate right here, the screw had to go out longer. So if you have one of these backing plates, you might have to replace the screw. And again, the screw that comes with it for mounting will fit in there. And you should be able to buy one at like Home Depot or Lowe's. So that's what the light looks like installed. I think we're going to let Zach do the favor. Alright, bud, you want to try to flip that other switch for me? Alright, flip that other switch. Let's see if it turns on. And as you can see, it turned on and it's really bright. So it's not exactly the best place to be on a ladder, but these are really, really bright. And we're going to get to the settings in a second, which are located underneath the motion sensor. Again, installation is pretty straightforward. Very bright light. And the manual helps a lot. So once you get this thing working, the operating instructions are pretty simple. There's a time setting and there's a sensitivity setting. And it's all on the bottom. Okay, the time setting, you see it has different settings right there. There's 120 seconds on the side here. There's 60, 30, and there's a test button. The test button is to just adjust and test the fixture at night, but it'll turn on day or night when you have it on test, and it'll turn on for 6 seconds, day or night. Again, the time delay will be like how long it basically stays on, so you can have it up to 2 minutes, which is probably what we'll set it for. So every time it would detect motion, it would stay on for either 120 seconds, 60 seconds, 30 seconds. And the last setting is sensitivity. It basically just has low, medium, and high. Low means that you can have up to 6 meters or 20 feet of motion sensitivity. Medium means up to 10 meters or 33 feet. And the last one, which what we're going to use, because we're using this for the dog in the backyard, is the high sensitivity setting, which is up to 15 meters or 49 feet. So we're under the motion sensor, and right here is it's on test right now, so that's what it was on before, but it kept detecting my motion, so it kept turning the 6 seconds on. So we're going to turn all the way to 120, so it stays on 120 seconds every time it detects motion. And over here, it says low, medium, and high. High means that we have it all the way to the right, which means it's the maximum 45 feet. And then we're just going to angle it down, hopefully pointing towards where the dog does her business. And that will hopefully pick up, and we'll have a motion sensor light for the backyard. Alright, Zach, turn that light on so we can see if it turns on again. There you go. That's what it looks like during the day. And it's getting to evening here, but it's pretty bright. Alright, so before nighttime, let's just show you that this is 1600 lumens, which is about 2 old 60-watt light bulbs. The yearly cost is $265. That's based on 3 hours a day and 11 cents a kilowatt hour. In Massachusetts, our kilowatt hour is about double that. So you figure it's going to cost a little over $5 for the year to run this if I run it 3 hours a day, which I hope not to do. That's the color, and the life is only 2 years based on 3 hours a day. But again, this is going to be on and off and probably not used, and the total energy used is 22 watts. Alright, so here we are. It's nighttime. Going to let the dog out. Daisy right here. Can't see her. The cameras are very good at picking up light. I did the best I could, but let's see the SOLLA LED motion sensor light go on. 20 feet right over there. She just walked right there, and that's when the light turned on. And so it lights up almost basically the whole backyard. Basically it lights up the whole backyard. This camera again doesn't do it justice, but you can see all the way back to the fence, and it's very bright, and you can clearly see Daisy and the yard and everything. So the SOLLA LED motion sensor light is doing its job. Perfect for the application I want it, which is basically for a light for the dog when she goes out. And you know, it didn't turn on right away when she went down the stairs, but it had a very good proximity still. It was about a good 20 feet out to the side of the sensor. So that is my review. It's an awesome light. I do recommend it, especially if you had the problem I had where you can't have any solar lights back here because they just don't charge well enough. And if you'd like to buy the SOLLA LED motion sensor light that is hardwired, please look for a link in the description, where I will send you to Amazon to purchase it, and you will not only be helping SOLLA, but also the Eric DIY YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching, and have a wonderful evening. As always, if you like this video, found it useful, please subscribe. And if you have a product that you would like reviewed, please contact Eric by emailing him at eric5150diy@gmail.com. Have a great day.